We're live.
Fighting with my glasses.
I'm sorry, we're having difficulties. They're not even technical difficulties today.
No. Holy smolies.
Oh man.
Injured by news anchoring wasn't my on my list for today. But here we are.
It should be far less dangerous to go live on Substack.
No kidding.
At risk of personal injury.
Oh my gosh, even with a bunch of thriller mystery suspense writers. We should be far safer than that.
Yes.
Well, here we are. Good morning, everyone. We are the Blackbird Writers on Substack TV, real writers talking about their mystery novels, and we were writing long before AI came onto the scene. We gather on Fridays at 11 a.m. Central on Substack TV to share news from the crime fiction writing flock, the Blackbirds, industry topics, and our favorite things. And today's industry topic is mysteries versus thrillers, so stick around for that one. I am TK Sheffield, and I write stories for readers to laugh and escape. Author of the Backyard Model Mysteries, which are The Devil Wears Prada meets a Wisconsin Supper Club. With me are my co-hosts, Valerie Biel and Tracey S. Phillips. Tracey, take it away.
Hello, and thank you, TK. I am Tracey S. Phillips, and I write about fierce women who face their shadow side. And I am the founder of Blackbird Writers. And, we formed this group just because we love to share our news. We share events across the board. We share about our books, and because one voice is just not big enough. And Val, welcome and hello.
Oh, good to see you guys. I was absent last week. We had a family wedding. Back today. I've been back all week, but back here today with you all. So, I'm Valerie Biel. I write books for readers age 10 and up, often inspired by my travels. And I'm also a book marketing professional.
Nice to see you. Lori Buchanan. Lori is a Blackbird, and she is here with us. Thank you for joining, Lori, from the Pacific Northwest. Always good to see you, and thanks for being a fan of the show. So like I said, today we are talking about the difference between mysteries versus thrillers as our industry topic. But we are also going to give you news from the flock. So Tracey, I know you have some things to discuss.
I do. Today I have news from GP Gottlieb, who has a book event coming up in Glendale, Colorado. So if you're in Colorado, she will be chatting about Charred, a whipped and sipped mystery, which has been re-released with her new publisher. And the event is from 12 to 2 p.m. on Sunday, the 26th. That's coming up in a couple of days. So also check out the Blackbird Writers Substack, because GP will be in interview with Sharon Lynn on our Substack, and that goes up on Monday. So join us there. Oh, hello, Christine. Good to see you today.
Speaking of, before you go on to the next, I wanted to mention the GP's recipes that she includes, as well as Lori, as well as Christine. So if you're a mystery fan and a cooking fan, baking fan, there's definitely some tidbits in there for you.
Yeah, definitely. And Christine DeSmet had news today. Feel free, ladies, to put your links in the chat as well. So we'll grab those and put it with the recording when that goes live. But Christine said she is coaching 2 authors at the ends of their new books this month. She is also polishing book 3 of her own new mystery series and getting ready to lead an early August retreat for 6 authors at a Wisconsin bed and breakfast.
Nice.
Yeah. More about Christine's books on her website, and you can sign up for her newsletter there. And I will grab that link.
Congrats, Christine. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Good news all around.
The retreat with you sounds amazing. Joy Rybar will be at Main Street Books in Reedsburg, and she is hosting an author fair from 1 to 3 p.m. in front of the downtown location of Main Street Books. She said she'll be there with several other Wisconsin authors. So support your indie bookstores. Main Street Books offers new and used books of all kinds. And a shout out to Dana, the owner, who is a wonderful supporter of area authors. Main Street Books. I will find that link and drop it in the chat in a moment.
Great.
Anne Louise Bannon says it's time to sign up for her Substack newsletter. Where can you get a chapter a week of whatever novel she is currently serializing on her newsletter? And this week is the perfect time to sign up because she's starting a new serial novel on Tuesday. When one door closes, another door opens to a new organization. So sign up for Anne's newsletter today. And that is a great way to get a book in your feed every single week. So
she's doing a chapter, right? A
chapter a week.
Chapter.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the serialization. That's really a wonderful way to learn the author's voice and get to know the characters and invest in the story. Yeah.
Yeah. And I am going to be at Literatus Bookstore on Saturday the 1st, August 1st. So in a week with Janae Sacken. So I'm really excited. We're going to talk about our new books. She'll be talking about The Women Who Stand Between, which has won multiple awards. And I'll be talking about my new release, Deepest Secrets, which is the second in the Detective Morgan Jewell series. So we will be there from 10 until 1 o'clock on the 1st, and I'll drop a link in the chat for that too. But I have one more piece of news, and that is to do a big, huge shout out and thank you. I don't know if you guys know this either. To our subscribers this week, Blackbird Writers Substack crossed the 1,000 subscriber threshold.
Oh, congratulations.
Woohoo!
Oh, well
thank
done.
you so much to our readers and our subscribers for helping us cross that point. And we love you. So always come back for more. We have lots to share.
Oh, well done. That's just excellent news. Glad to hear it. And you have good news about your release too. We were talking about it in the green room before we started. So share the good news about your release.
Oh, I can now call myself a best-selling author.
Oh,
I had a BookBub deal, and so you can get Best Kept Secrets for free. Today is the last day of that sale, free on Amazon for the ebook. And so I hope you will like it and want to read Deepest Secrets too. I've had a lot of downloads, and I really appreciate everybody grabbing my book so that they can read it. And I hope they enjoy it.
They will. They will for sure.
But now I'm gonna get to buy the little best-selling author label.
Right. Good for you. Hi, Sean. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining today. Today we're talking about the difference between cozy mystery and thriller. That's our industry topic, just an FYI, Sean. I have a couple things to add. August 22nd, I will be at the Lake Geneva Public Library for the Lakeside Literary Festival in conjunction with Lakeside Books, authors panels, and a children's writing workshop from 9 to 4. So I'm looking forward to being in Lake Geneva in August. And friend of the show, Tammy Borden. If you don't know Tammy, she is a wonderful author. She's from Wisconsin, and she's very active on TikTok and LinkedIn. And she has written first a book about her mother, Waltraud, about her mother growing up in Germany during World War II. She has a new book that is due. It'll be out in a few weeks in August. It's called The Harvest Keeper.
Oh,
and this book is called is about the based on a true story of surviving Stalin's Holodomor famine in Ukraine. So this took place in 1927, and Stalin and his Soviet forces tighten their grip, seize land, and confiscate food. And this is based on a true story from members of her family. So congrats, Tammy, on this very important release of this book. So she's a friend of the show and a wonderful author. She was a keynote to Lakefly Writers last year. So anyway, if you like, check her out. Check out her book. So congrats, Tammy. So anything to add, Val?
No, not at all. I'm very fascinated by that story, though. My husband is on his way back finally from Ukraine, so I can say that now on live TV because you never want to give out all this information. Hi, I'm here alone on this dead end road. No, just which is the beginning of a really scary novel.
Right.
He's on his way back, and the history of Ukraine is fascinating, and the way the border shifted. And we talked about that a little bit before when you mentioned this book. So yeah, I actually really can't wait to read that. So
Yeah, me too. So on to, if anyone else has good, wonderful news, please post it in the chat. We would love to celebrate it and mention it if we see it in there. So please definitely let us know what's going on, and so we can celebrate your successes with your books. So on to the main topic discussion today, which is mysteries versus thrillers. Now, I write cozies, stories to laugh and escape. The Devil Wears Prada meets a Wisconsin Supper Club. So we kind of know the lane that I'm in. It's pretty obvious. But regarding thrillers, okay, there's a different path for those. And I had to study this because I really didn't know the difference. And when you're writing these things, you should probably know. So mysteries versus thrillers, two sides of the crime fiction coin. And we have Blackbirds writing all of the above, right? Cozy versus thriller. So tell us about cozies. You've got puzzle. You're solving a puzzle. Usually they start with a dead body, and then you have an amateur sleuth or a PI solving that puzzle. Okay, so tell us a little bit about the thrillers that you're writing, which is more of a path. It's filled with fear and tension. It doesn't need to start with a dead body. Tell us a little bit about the thrillers you're working on.
Yeah, no. Well, thrillers are driven by the suspense and the tension more than anything. You have your action thrillers, like Save the World by X time or everybody dies, right? Or you have your psychological thrillers where there's something is going to happen and it's creeping up slowly. And sometimes the reader doesn't even know what that is. Not the reader, the main character doesn't even know what that is. But you have to create the tension on every page to get, keep your reader like in high suspense.
And those domestic Gone Girl, right? Those domestic, twisty, psychological thrillers are so hot, right? People love to read them. I think it gives them a thrill, as opposed to, think of Murder, She Wrote, right? You're in a small town. It's generally contained. It's very quaint. There's a library. There's a bakery. There's places you can go emotionally to seek relief. Whereas in a thriller, it's the chase. You're wondering, and you've got this engine of dread and adrenaline that keeps you going. So tell us a little bit more.
Or a ticking time bomb, right? So you know this thing is going to happen by X time, and the characters have to step up and save the world. That's what I love to write. I found my stuff is a lot closer to horror than, I've had a few people tell me recently that my books give them nightmares. So I don't know if that's a good thing.
You've done your job. There you go. You need another badge next to bestseller that says, "We'll give you nightmares. Please read."
There you go. We can go about it.
Right. Where, it's the tension on the page that, builds that anxiety. And it can be atmospheric. You got to pull in all of the things to help you do that. The weather, the atmosphere, the location, what's going on with the character's interiority. All of those things have to contribute to it.
So tell us some of that strategy. What strategies do you use to increase tension? Short sentences, for example.
Short chapters, too.
Okay.
Yeah. But, one of the places, this sounds weird, where I got a lot of my inspiration was from watching the 24 series. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Where this whole end of the world thing was going to happen in 24 hours. And each episode was 1 hour. And it was like tick, 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 tick. And, so you were in high suspense, high alert the entire show.
Wow.
So
talk about a hook.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a great way to do it. I think I've mentioned the other things, using the atmosphere, the character's interiority. Sometimes the point of view of the serial killer is fun to put in there too.
So when we talked a little bit, we talked about tone, violence, and the emotional experience, right? We talked a little bit about tone. So, for example, tell us about the tone that you would use in a thriller.
I don't know. I can only think of that in terms of music.
Oh, okay. That's because you have a music brain. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Well, when we think of tone, if you're looking at like a, somewhat comedic, like if we look at your books, TK, somewhat comedic, but there's a murder, you're solving a crime. That's a very different tone. It's more lighthearted. It's in the way you choose words. It's the way the dialogue is presented, and in the mannerisms of the characters, even right. It's not always just setting, right? So I think about Beyond the Cemetery Gate, that one I wrote, and how everything starts in a cemetery at night. Very different tone, right? You're always ready. I am totally not even in the office today. I don't have any props with me. It's crazy. So, So, it sets the tone. There's foreboding feelings happening already with the main character. But when we talk about, thriller or suspense versus mystery, or, like a police procedural, it's usually where the reader knows more than that main character. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good, Sean. I like that.
There we go. If you look at we're reading the comments. So if you're not seeing this in real time, obviously, if you're watching the replay, he's using,
he says
musical terms.
He starts at pianissimo and crescendo to forte.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was going to say.
And it has to be in a minor key. It can never be in a major key.
Right?
But I want to talk about something that I had trouble with, and I think this sort of exemplifies like the difference between mystery and thriller. You've got a friend there with you. So I was writing what I thought was a straight mystery, and I laid it all out, and I felt like it wasn't working the way I wanted it to work. And then I realized that I needed to turn it into suspense or a thriller, and I added in 2 new points of view and a shifting timeline. And so I have the mysterious watcher person who we don't know, that's building tension. And then we have the dad who is murdered in the first chapter, or dies, because that's the big question, right? We have his alternating point of view starting 15 years before he dies. And it was one of those things where I had laid out the cards with what was going to be in each chapter, and then I rearranged things. And I'd never done that before, because I'm not like really an index card kind of like plotter person. But it worked because I needed the visual. And I could have done it in like Scrivener kind of does this. You can do this in Scrivener and reorganize, but I don't use that software. So I think people who use that software probably use that function. But it worked. I didn't know it worked till other people read it, right? I hoped it worked. But I love that. I love reading that kind of stuff. So
yeah. Or, another trick is to, build up the tension in one moment and then shift to another point of view. Right. So you keeping the reader waiting. Wait, what happened? And then you're actually in someone else's head for a moment, not, knowing, and then you come back to it.
Yes.
Well, so let me just to your points. So in a cozy or a traditional, there's a found family. You can have pets and recipes, and you have this feeling of mostly being satisfied and warm, versus darker, intense, unsettling pace of a thriller. So you just have 2 different vibes there. However, I just have to explain. I just watched on Acorn TV. Brooke Shields has a new series.
Oh.
Gee whiz, the name is escaping me. And I should have written it down. I binge watched the whole thing, right? And it's cozy to a point. And I would call it more of a modern cozy or move-in traditional because of 2 things. It's very cozy. It's very small town, beautiful setting. The stars look amazing. 2 things. There's foul language, and there's a male backside.
Oh, yeah.
So, just fair warning. This is not, Murder, She Wrote cozy anymore.
Is it called, is it You're Killing Me?
You're Killing Me.
You're Killing Me is the series name. Yeah.
There's 6 episodes, and I would give it a thumbs up, but just so you're aware, you're going to get a show at about episode 5.
Okay, but let's think about that for a minute. A straight mystery can be fairly dark. And
Yes.
I mean, even a police procedural, they're often they have suspenseful elements, but they're linear, right?
Yes.
You might have I suppose in some of those you do get like the bad guy, like villain chapters or viewpoints sometimes. But sometimes it's a straight, police procedural all the way through. And we're just along with the sleuth the whole time, trying to figure things out. So they can be darker too.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, Brooke Shields, guy's backside. I mean, she was in Blue Lagoon way back when. I mean, like, I don't think she's a prude.
I was like, wonderful. Where did that come from? I give it a thumbs up. However, it's not your mom's, Murder, She Wrote.
It's not Murder, She Wrote. Oh my God, it's so funny. I'm going to watch that now.
Yeah, I know. It's on my list now.
Is that a separate subscription? I have so many subscriptions already, you guys.
Well, Acorn, yes. I just bought.
Do I have to have
$13?
Is it
I
like
just bought the
BritBox?
series.
No, Acorn's separate.
Yeah, it was Acorn, but I think I got it through Prime. I think that's where I found it. But it's definitely a fun watch, and the scenery's beautiful, and she's lovely, and her co-star. They have this wonderful dynamic of, kind of an old fuddy-duddy versus younger Gen Z, tech thing. So it's fun. It's really fun.
Oh God, you're hilarious.
Anyway, so if it depends on what you like to read, the good news is the Blackbird Writers has, from cozy to thrillers to almost horror, we've got it all for you.
Yes.
So we are on to the next segment. Moving right along. Is it real or is it AI?
Okay,
yeah.
that's me. So instead of some random, whatever picture today, I have 2 faces. So, okay.
Okay.
Real or AI?
Oh, wow.
Real or AI?
Wow. I'm going to say that one is AI, but
Yeah, that's what I think.
I thought so too. This one is the AI one.
wow.
Oh, wow.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Well, just because the way her face is looks kind of funny. I mean,
Yeah.
she's making a face.
we should all do that face.
I don't think I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just hold it up. So,
I hope Substack grabs that one for the screenshot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, dear God. We're going to have to try to explain that in the social media post then. I just thought that was interesting. So,
Yeah.
So, yeah. So there you have
Very
it.
good. We're always fooled by it. That's.
Speaking of, did you see that Substack has a new policy out? They're going to read blog posts and evaluate for AI or not?
Yeah, there's a.
Oh, good.
You can click on something as the reader. Anything you get, I think there's something you can click on and you can check. I do have a concern about this because I am concerned about false positives, if you will.
Right.
Are any of you? I would imagine.
Yeah. Absolutely. They can. They've claimed that they've claimed that historic novels are AI.
Right,
Yeah.
because the AI systems they plagiarize novels to or not plagiarize, pirated.
Right. They're using AI to decide if it's AI. So I don't know.
Yeah. And so somebody was telling me that they recently used, there's a program that you can get to check, or you can do it on your editing software to check for AI. And it will tell you if there are certain phrases or whatever that sound like AI,
Yeah.
And
What if you just like M dashes like I do?
no.
I do like M dashes.
I still use them. Oh,
yeah.
world is what it is. Okay. So, Sean says A minor is the saddest of all keys. So there we go.
Well, that's from Spinal Tap, and I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure D minor. It's saddest. This is the saddest key.
This one goes
what
to
about
11.
the other minor keys?
Why don't you just make 10 louder? Well, this one goes to 11.
Exactly. Spinal Tap was excellent. If you haven't seen that, if you're too young to know about Spinal Tap, you have to go find it because, oh my gosh.
Sean has a link here to, I believe, an article that's like how writers are reacting to the Substack policy.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Sean, for posting
Thanks,
that.
Sean. Yeah.
Speaking of Spinal Tap, you know, the part of my day is my favorite part is this part with you guys in it. That's my favorite part.
Yes.
That's another quote from Spinal Tap.
Well, we'll just own that right here.
Well, I want to own that right now anyway, because this is the favorite part of my Fridays every single Friday. Love it.
So we are on to favorite things. Who wants to go first?
I have a favorite.
Go ahead. You're like, oh no. I was at my Books and Beer book club. I should say ours. There's a whole group of us in Columbus, Wisconsin. And our guest author last night was Jim DeVita from American Players Theater. He writes his latest novel as under the pen name James Cleary, and it's called Sanctuary. Oh my God. Everyone get this book. Get this book. Read the acknowledgments at the end about where the idea for this book came from. It is a futuristic USA disastery kind of like book with very interesting implications. And he wrote this, you know how traditional publishing, this is from Penguin Random House, came out. He wrote it a while back because it takes a while for these things to work their way through for production. And it's a little insane how some of the things have progressed in our world at this point. And anyway, just wonderful. And of course, he's an actor. So, I mean, like, it was a wonderful discussion. Sanctuary from Penguin Random House by James Cleary. I cannot recommend it enough. And then head on over for the primary source materials for this seed and get the name of the book that he read that's a nonfiction that started this all from his acknowledgments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Here's a link to it in Discount Mags. I don't know what that website is, but I just found it. It's on sale for the hardcover.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
And the book was a nonfiction book about 5 tech billionaires who got together with people who were supposed to give them the advice on how to create bunkers in the event of the event that ruins the world, kind of thing. It's crazy.
Okay.
Crazy. Anyway, I'm done.
All right. Cool. That's why we read books, right? That's why you
Yes.
write them. That's why we read them.
My favorite thing is not book related, but I bought it at a bookstore, so that counts, I think. It is called Pinch Me, and it's a putty for stress relief. And I guess this was like a favorite thing on Shark Tank or one of those shows, you know, but it's like this putty and it's scented. And so like this one has got the ocean scent.
Oh, nice.
And then you just like, you use it like a nervous fidget,
toy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a fidget. So, and it smells delicious, divine. So yeah, pinch me.
Nice. Good to know. I just want to say, I picked up this book, Greek. See, look at how pretty this book is.
Oh, look at the spreads.
Yeah. I mean, you know, because I've got, you know, on my Valentine lines, the mythology book. And so I love to have mythology references that I can look up and read about. And it's short, you know, you can read little sections about gods and this and that. But I picked it up at TJ Maxx. So for whatever reason, I don't know, and this may be a temporary thing. And I love to support my indies. However, I was walking through there and I saw these beautiful books with the sprayed edges and the fancy schmancy.
Yeah.
You know, and it was only it was $10.
Oh wow.
So, and I looked up why would they have these books, and sometimes it's the overrun or it's the returns. So rather than, you know, pulp the returns, they end up at these stores. So at least it's a way of saving them versus having them go into be, you know, pulped or something. So, and it's not always that way. It depends on the time of year and that. And this right now, it just seems like there's a number of them there that were beautiful additions. So
cool.
Well, and even though when you think about it, like the cost of a hardcover, even if you're like a big publisher, but a hardcover like that with all the special stuff, I mean, like I don't know what the print cost would be, but they're probably not making a whole ton of money on it at $10. If you know, I don't know.
So, you know, it's a way to pick up a few books and save them from landfills if you can. So, Anyway, nice to see you, everybody. We are the Blackbird Writers on Substack TV. We come to you every Friday at 11 a.m. Central, and we bring news from the flock and industry updates and our favorite things. And is it real or is it AI? And we look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Have a lovely weekend, and we will see you soon.
And thank you again to our 1,000 subscribers. You're awesome. Bye.